Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ronnie, and if you're new, thank you so much for stopping by, and if you're returning, thanks so much for coming back. So as you can see, I do have my eye makeup done. I filmed a tutorial earlier on the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. This was my first time using it on camera, and oh, excuse me. And I just wanted to kind of do an eyeshadow tutorial with it since I had never done so before. And this is a relatively new palette to me. I've only had it for about 2 or 3 weeks now. So, going on, I want to go ahead and film another video of like a foundation video. Now, I have got quite a bit of makeup that I need to try out, do first impressions on, things like that. I still got makeup from Ulta, makeup I got in like some Walmart boxes that I've not tried out like at all. I've used the Juvia's eyeshadow palette from my Ulta haul, and that was it. I've not tried anything else yet. So those videos are coming up. Um, if you've not seen my tutorial video yet, I don't know which will go up first. I don't know if this will or if that one will. Some things have happened, and I'll talk about that in an upcoming video. I just don't know if I'm ready to discuss it as of yet, what had happened. But go ahead and subscribe. That way you'll be notified of new videos. Hit the notification bell. So today I am going to be doing a foundation by Wetnwild. Now their photo focus foundation, everybody loved it. At first it was one of my favorites, but then every color I would get, whether I was darker or this color, would always oxidize and always look orange on me. And I tried probably about 5 or 6 colors, and it just, neither one of the foundations seemed to, at first it might would match, and then it would oxidize throughout the day. And I was like, okay, well, obviously that foundation is not for me. I've been wanting to try their cushion foundation and their stick foundation that has came out. And I got really lucky, and just kind of as an afterthought, me and my middle daughter were eating out, and I was like, you know what? I said I want to go to Walgreens and see if they have an eyeshadow palette that I have been dying to get. It was the Glam Squad, and some YouTubers have said that the Glam Squad is kind of a dupe for one of the Anastasia Beverly Hill palettes, and I've been wanting to get hit to see if that was true because I don't have the ABH palettes. And I just wanted to get this palette to see if it kind of lived up to the hype. While we was there, Walgreens was having like buy one get 50% off sale, and I was like, okay, so that is really up my alley. And I love Wet n Wild. They are one of my favorite beauty lines. Drugstore or high end. Basically everything besides that eyeshadow, not the eyeshadow, but that foundation, the photo focus one, I really do like. And one of their concealers, their Photo Focus concealer, is actually one of my favorite ones. It's just difficult for me to find it in the shade. It's like a light medium, and it's difficult for me to find it in that shade every time I go to Walmart. That's usually where I get most of my Wet n Wild, and I don't typically go to like Walgreens or CVS or anything like that, because though that's about a 30-minute drive from me. So I typically don't think to get it when I am in that area. So let me go ahead, and I don't know if I want to do the foundation like the cushion or the stick foundation. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to let my 8-year-old daughter tell me which foundation to actually use. I may end up using both of them, but I'm going to get her opinion and see which one she wants me to do. So I'll be right back. So if the angle is off, sorry about that. She was handing the products to me, and then she hit my camera that I use, and she was trying to help me fix it, but she kept making it worse. So I'm thinking that this is good. The blue on my eyes was very bright. I don't know what happened to it. Sorry. But I have the Mega Cushion Foundation, SPF 15. This is, it contains natural coconut derivative, and this is a liquid foundation in a cushion compact. It is a luminous, lightweight, and buildable formula. It is also a hydrating formula. You do get 15 grams in this, and of course, it is cruelty free. You can tell that by the little bunny down here, and I don't know how I got trying to get off some eyeliner, and I don't know how in the world I got it all over me, but anyways, and I got this in the color light ivory. It says it is light neutral. Now, I thought that I had gotten the stick foundation in the same color, but this is actually Classic Ivory, right? And this is also, so I thought that I had matched them. I thought that I had gotten the light ivory and not the Classic Ivory. But this says that this is also light neutral. So I'm hoping that they match. I'm not sure. But my daughter wanted me to do the stick foundation. She handed it to me and I thought I was filming, but I must have paused the video. She actually wanted me to try the stick foundation. I've already got my moisturizer and primer on. I just kind of put those on while I was finishing up my eye makeup. Now, the moisturizer that I use always is the Dove Intensive Cream. It says it is for complete daily skincare. I always use this no matter what. And what I do is I always put it on. And this is what it looks like. And then I have been switching between my e.l.f. Primer or Poreless Putty Primer. I'll either use this. But then, sorry. But then I also have been using this No Pore Primer from Touch and Sew. This is what we got from BoxyCharm about a box or two ago. I've been really liking this primer, and both of those have been in, and my skin is still relatively, it's a little bit tacky, which I think is good. So with both of these, where that it says that this is a Classic Ivory and this is a light ivory, both of these are light and neutral. I think I'm going to try the stick foundation since that's what my daughter has chosen for me. I've never tried a stick foundation, so I don't know how you're supposed to use it or anything like that. I've seen some people use it differently. I'm used to using like my Maybelline Matte and Poreless or the Super Stay Coverage by Maybelline. The Matte and Poreless one is my holy grail. That's one I use no matter what. I can always go, put it on, set it, and it's good. So I did put the primer on both sides. And I'm going to be using a new brush. This is going to be by e.l.f. This is the Selfie Ready Foundation Blurring Brush. The other brushes that I use are, are extremely dirty. My daughters got into my makeup and wanted to put makeup on. I was like, okay, that's fine. Well, they got a hold of my brushes and they didn't destroy them, but that's like this. It's dirty, and as you can see, it's not very movable, whatever. So I've got to wash all my brushes. I'll have to do that tonight. Oh, excuse me. So this is a new brush. If this foundation doesn't work, I'm not necessarily going to say, oh no, it's the foundation. It's not a good foundation. Could be the brush. And once I get my brushes cleaned, then I'll go ahead and use it again. This is a first impression. The brushes that I usually use are also by e.l.f. I have two of them, and both of them, quite frankly, are just dirty. Which I know is not the best, but it is the Ultimate Blending Brush. This is like my holy grail brush for foundation, concealer. I really like it. And I seen this on sale on the website a couple of months ago, and as you can see, it's never been used. It's the blurring brush. It's for foundation. So I thought that this would be a good brush to use too. I mean, you know, no time like the present. But this is cruelty free, and it does have the ingredients listed on this. And I got mine at Walgreens for $3 or $4, I think, because it was a buy one get one 50% off. The cushion foundation was on sale as well. It's usually like $8.99, but I got hit for $6.40 or something like that. So this one was 50% off, whatever 50% off is. But I will go ahead and try it. So the rest of my makeup, well, not the rest, but my base is pretty much on. I'm just trying to give it time to kind of dry down. You do get... Okay, so I'm not able to see how much you actually get in here. Maybe on the lid. Okay, so I don't know how much you actually get in here, but we'll go ahead and start off. So what I'm going to do is, it glides on really easy. I'll give it that. I'm going to go ahead and do this side. That way it doesn't have a chance to drop, just to be on the safe side. I probably should have got my brush out first. There we go. And this is really, really soft. As you can see, it's pretty flexible. All right. And it has a smell, but not like a paint smell like the other foundations do. So let's try this. And here's what the foundation does look like. I think it might be a little bit too yellow tone for me, but I'm definitely going to try it. So far it seems to be blending out really, really good. I'll lean you in just a little bit closer. Now I'm doing all this without a mirror, so I'm looking at my monitor right now to try to make sure I get everything. So if I get it in my eyebrow or something, it can be fixed. So there was one layer, as you see. And I do have a birthmark there. So it didn't completely cover it up, but it does add a really nice, like it evens everything out. So I wouldn't call it like technically full coverage, but I don't know if it is supposed to be considered full coverage or not. I just got it to kind of throw on and maybe see if it would make it a little bit easier, but I really like this brush. I might like this brush a little bit more than the other brushes. It's a shocker, I know, but I really do like this brush. It's really soft, and it seems to blend really, really good. I think I got this brush for like maybe $1 or $2. Seems to be, you know, built just like their other black handled brushes. So I wouldn't say that it's full coverage by any means, or even really like medium coverage. I think this would just be a really good foundation to throw on and kind of even things up, because it's not covered up my birthmark, as you can see. So it's not covered that up. It didn't really cover any of the redness or any of the beauty marks that I have either on my face. So let me go ahead, finish up the other side, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so as you can see, I did go ahead and do the other side of my face. This is what it does look like. And I did try to build it up, and I don't think with this one you could actually build it up too much. But that's just me. Even though, you know, I put on 2 layers of it, it doesn't look like it would still be considered full coverage. So I would say maybe like a high light coverage to maybe a low medium coverage. Just something really good, you know, for kind of like a casual day out, or, you know, just to even out your skin tone. But again, this is what it does look like. And I didn't try to build it up on my forehead too much because my forehead doesn't really have a lot of problem spots. It's just I have usually really red cheeks, or I've got the birthmark, of course, right here. And I do have like a lot of moles, whatever you want to call them, beauty marks, moles, whatever, that are on my face. But so far, so good. Just it on by itself, it is pretty tacky, so this will have to be said, at least for me it will be. Let me go ahead and see if maybe this helps out some as well. But so far, I really like that it's evened it out, you know, just, it did get rid of some of the redness on my skin, so I do like that. I mean, it's not completely hidden everything, which is nice to have. You know, not every day do you want to be like full glam and just be all, you know, glammed out. You know, some days it's nice just to have on a foundation that you can just throw on, set, and be done with it. So far, so good. Um, Let me see if I can. So this is the product that you do receive. It's not the greatest, but you know, for like $4 or $5 anyways, I don't think it's that bad. I'll go ahead, put on my concealer and set it, put on the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back to kind of give you some final thoughts about my first impression. So I just want to kind of give you a close-up of it at this time. Like I said, this has just been on maybe 5 or 10 minutes after I kind of buffed it in. Try to layer it up a little bit. It seemed to layer up just fine. I think, though, if you put on too much, it could get cakey. And I think if you try to build it up too much, it's not going to build as much as some foundations do. But I'll be right back with the rest of my makeup on. See you then. Alright, to summarize everything up, I've got the rest of my makeup on. I put on some e.l.f. concealer, the same concealer I used to prime my eyes in my last video. This is the HD Lifting in Fair. I did put it on, and then I used the Coty Airspun setting powder that I always use to set it. And once it's set, it's not tacky anymore. So it's, well, I found a couple places where it is tacky. So there's that. But the way that I had to sit this is I had to kind of stipple it on. Usually I'll just kind of take it and buff it out, but with this you couldn't do it. To me, it wouldn't really set it that great. Then I just used the blush from my Cover FX palette, the Sublime, and as you can see, it went on really, really well. Didn't skip, didn't give me any problems or anything like that. And then I just finished my eyes up by adding some eyeliner. But this is the finalized look. See if that, no, that just washes it out. Sorry. Alright, so this does kind of give you a better idea. Trying to get you up close. So far, I really, really like it. And then I just put on some clear lip gloss too. It's rather late in the day. It's almost 6 o'clock when I'm filming this part of the video. But I hope you like this video. I will be trying out the cushion foundation soon. Oh, excuse me. Again, this is in a different shade, but I'm really excited about this. But so far, my thoughts on this as a first impression, I will keep trying it out to kind of see if my opinion changes. But so far, just as a quick, throw it on, you get out the door. To me, I think it's a really good foundation. I think it kind of matches pretty well as well. Um, I to me, I like it. It didn't go on really thick. I think if you try to build it up too much, though, it would be cakey. And as you can see, it didn't cover up everything on my face, but it did even everything out really nicely. I like it, and I will continue to use it as long as it doesn't break my skin out or anything, which I don't seem to have that problem. But yeah, if you want to see the cushion foundation from Wet n Wild, just go ahead, subscribe, click on the notification bell so you can be notified about future videos. And I hope to see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.